Contrary to what my search engine optimized title says, no, this isn't the worst racing game ever made, but it certainly ain't that good either. After getting a small taste of Sonic Racing Crossworlds thanks to the beta, I decided to go back to the projects and reminisce all the fun and miserable times I've had living there. Enter Team Sonic Racing, and all I'ma say is, comparing this to Crossworlds is like night and day. Sonic is in a much better place now thanks to the movies, Frontiers, and Sonic X Shadow Generations, but this was certainly not the case back in the mid to late 2010s. I don't even know what happened, but after Generations, it felt like Sega was fumbling mad hard with this franchise. Sonic Lost World was a great value Mario nothing burger. Sonic Boom crashed and burned due to a long list of reasons I will probably save for a future video. Because of this, Sonic was essentially cooked, and all we got were 2 budget games to compensate. Sonic Forces, developed by Sonic Team, which was just ass in the grass, and the main subject of this video, Team Sonic Racing. So let's do it to it, ladies and gents. What the actual fuck kind of menu is this? Now off rip, you can tell this game's budget consists of a bag of Funyuns and Little Hugs. All they do is just Photoshop the renders and the cars and they just called it a day. Now let's take a look at the roster.
That's it.
This roster is smaller than the glizzy between my legs. Anyhow, let's dissect it. We got Team Sonic, okay, Team Dark, yeah, that makes sense. Team Rose, wait, where's Cream? Oh, wait, during this time, Sega was like,
I'm sorry, Dad. It's okay. Looks like Ryder Milk. I'll be right back.
And straight up abandoned her ass. So her understudy is just 4 Pokemon rejects. That's tough, bro. Why in the freaking world is Vector pair with Sylvaise even though he got his own squad? He chaotix! By the way, my man Vec got speakers on the back of his car. I know he be bumping Gunna while he's driving. Metal Sonic being on Eggman's team makes sense. But why is Zavik here? He despised Eggman in Lost World. And in Forces, he was just an illusion, so that didn't count. Plus, I find it so amusing how much Sega was trying so hard to get us to like this character. And guess what? I still don't give 2 shits about him. Sorry, Fisher-Price Bowser. Also, no other Sega characters? Just the Sonic crew? This here nigga, damn. Ass roster, I swear to God. But anywho, let's check out the gameplay.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Okay, the gameplay ain't all that bad, but this is a major downgrade from Sonic Transformed and even the original All-Stars. The transform mechanic is gone, so now we're back to the vanilla kart racing formula. I will say that the controls are fine, everything feels pretty smooth, drifting feels plenty good, no harm done there. The new mechanic introduced is the team system. Basically how this works is that you have to help your entire team in order to win the race, hence the name Team Sonic Racing. Yeah, let's say you got first place, yet your teammates are second to last. If that ends up being the case, you might as well turn in your license and never drive again, buddy. You also have the option to do single races. But I feel like this mode makes the game feel way more lifeless and dull than it already is. Not that the team mode is any better, mind you. It's fine and all, but nothing groundbreaking like switching between boats and planes like its predecessor. The track selection is alright, but I don't like how half of the tracks are literally just reused from the previous games. This is so underwhelming, much like Drake's discography nowadays. I didn't try the online, but from what I heard, it was essentially DOA. That's tough, to be honest. Now back to what I said about this game being low budget. The best way to discern that is by going through the story mode. If you wanna call it that. Ain't really no story here, fam. It's just random ass hoopla if anything. It's also presented like a DS game, or PS4 in 2019. PNGs with voice acting. Hope you're happy. Now, if it was presented similarly to Persona or Metaphor ReFantazio, that would be one thing because I feel like the voice acting with the PNGs kind of worked because it felt like an artistic choice. The PNGs had personality, and on top of all that, everything was still real time. Here, it just felt like cutting corners, and it makes the entire package feel really cheap by comparison. The entire story of this game is basically Among Us. Just the Sonic cast feeling sus about this Tanuki hosting this race, but regardless of such, they just go along with it anyway because why not? Let's have some fun. It's pretty lame and there's nothing here. Plus the challenges are very repetitive and nowhere near as fun as the ones in Transformed. Which brings me to explaining why the previous games are eons better than this dog water of a game. Now, the OG All-Stars felt like a standard Mario Kart clone, but the Sega fan service, the diversity in the roster, and overall charm and pizzazz still gave the game life. Heck, it even had this corny ass announcer.
Cover your ears, folks! We got ourselves a Sonic Boom! Yeah!
Sonic Transform felt like its own beast with the transforming gimmick, flying through the skies like this is a game of Star Fox or something. Or you can cruise through the water like Wave Race 64. I also love how the tracks would just randomly switch up on every lap, which makes the whole experience very stimulating. Just like the hub. The game even goes beyond the Sega fan service and incorporates Danica Patrick, Wreck-It Ralph, and for all you PC nutheads, you got Team Fortress 2 characters, Football Manager, and blah blah blah. So what does Team Sonic Racing bring to the table? Well, it has a fire soundtrack. No, deadass, the music is really good, some of the best I've heard in the franchise. Just listen to some of these. They even brought back Crush 40 for this game. Also various composers like T. Lobes, Jun Sonoe, Tomoya Otani, and even Hyper Potions, they all worked on this whole package. Overall, it's such a banging soundtrack to listen to. I feel like this gotta be where all the budget went. There's no other explanation. It explains why most of this game's marketing was the music. They knew it was the best part of the game. I should also note that the customization is pretty cool. You can change the parts, the color schemes to give your whip a makeover. This is what I decided to do for the video. Pretty sweet if you ask me. Alright, this quick overview of this game is over. So, what is the verdict after this revisit? Team Sonic Racing has no steering power whatsoever. There's deadass no reason to play this, like, especially when other games like Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and heck, I would even argue Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing Crossworlds are much more worth your time than this thing. Hell, even Big Rigs is better than this. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go that far. I mean, yeah, the game is mechanically sound, the customization is quite robust, but the lack of content, the slapdash roster, reuse of tracks, lame story mode, and non-existent online, it's like, what is this game's purpose? Why is it here? I did try out the beta for Crossworlds, and it was actually fun. Plus, this video is most likely being released around the same week that game comes out. I suppose I will save my thoughts on Crossworlds for a future video once I get the game in my hands. Anyway, y'all know what to do. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts down below in the comment section. Now, go eat some food, clean your ass, touch some grass, you know the drill. Now, have a great day, and I will see you in 1,000 years.